The DMX Operator Pro is a 136-channel hybrid lighting control device designed for DJs, clubs, and small touring applications. This controller allows operators to easily manipulate conventional and moving lights via simple-to-use buttons and faders. The DMX Operator Pro can control up to 8 moving lights, each consisting up to 16 channels. Up to 96 programmable scenes and 6 programmable shows can be recorded for the conventional parkan section. There's a compact flash slot on the rear for an optional 32 megabyte card, so programs and settings can be saved. The CF card port. This port is for a proprietary CF card, which is for storing and loading information. The fog machine input. This input is for any compatible fog machine. It can be triggered from the front panel. Compatible filters include FogStorm 1200, FogStorm 1700, Volcano, Vaporflow, Vaporizer, MB1000, Stelling, Antari Z300, Z800, and Z1000. The MIDI input. This is to be connected to any MIDI compatible device for external scene and chase triggering. The DMX output connector. This output connector is to run to all fixtures and dimmer packs. Audio input. This is for a line level input coming from a mixer, which would allow chases to move to the beat of the music. The external step control input. This is to be connected to our accessory option foot controller. The controller will allow for the par section chases to manually be stepped through. The power switch. It turns the power on and off. The DC input connector. This is for a 9 to 15 volt DC 600 milliamp power supply, which is included. Control parts include 8 scene buttons for your moving light section and 6 scene buttons for your parkan section. We have 8 chase buttons for your moving light section and 6 chase buttons for the parkan section. 8 fixture buttons to control moving lights and 8 faders to control the channels for the moving lights. 8 faders to control your parkans, 1 master fader to control the overall intensity for the 8 parkans, a speed fader which controls the chase rate for selected parkan chases, an audio fader which is used to set the internal microphone sensitivity when audio mode is active for the parkan chases. The page button works in conjunction with the up and down faders and allows you to choose between 16 scene pages for your parkan section. The step button allows you to manually step through a chase sequence. The tapsing button, which is used when wanting to override a chase rate. Simply tap this button at the rate which you want the selected chase to run at. Press and hold the tapsing button for 2 seconds to deactivate. The standby button functions as a blackout and brings all parkan values down to 0. The fade and speed combo button allows you to set the speed fader and get fade between each chase step. The audio button puts the parkan section chases into audio mode via the internal microphone, in which case you would then adjust the audio fader to set the sensitivity. The full run button raises all 8 parkan channels to 100%. The auto button is used to activate the auto trigger mode for the selected parkan scene page, which means it would automatically sequence through the scenes for the selected scene page. The One Mix Sequence button allows you to select the mode which you want to play back your chases at. On the moving light section, you have another page button. This page button again works in conjunction with the up and down buttons and allows you to select between 16 scene pages. The Tap Sync button allows you to manually override originally set hold and fade times for the moving light section. The Step Mix Sequence button allows you to select the mode in which you want your chases to play back at. The Audio button activates the audio mode for the moving light section. The Group button allows you to select more than one fixture at a time when programming. The Blackout button takes all moving light section values to 0. The Setup button accesses the DMX operator's menu options. The Fog Machine button triggers any compatible fog machine if one is connected. The Delete button deletes relevant chase steps or scenes. The Record Enter button is used when recording chases and scenes. The Escape button is used to escape from menu options. The Up-Down buttons allow you to scroll through scene pages and chase steps. The Fine button allows you to get fine movements when using the joystick for your moving lights. The Channel Page button allows you to switch between channel banks 1 through 8 and 9 through 16 using the 8 faders. The Speed fader allows you to set hold times for your chase steps. The Fade fader allows you to set fade times between your chase steps. The DMX Operator Pro's joystick is factory assigned to control channels 1 and 2 for all 8 fixtures, which in most cases control pan and tilt of a moving light. If your moving light's pan and tilt channels are on channels 1 and 2, you do not need to assign the joystick as it is already set up for you. To assign the joystick for our moving lights, press the Setup button for 3 seconds or until the green LED illuminates. Next, press the Down button to our number 2 Assign Channel option. Press the Record Enter button. Press the Up button until your display reads the Pan option. Use the Down button to set your Pan channel. Press the Up button to get to the Tilt option. Press the Down button to set your Tilt channel. Select the fixtures that you want to assign these settings to. You can assign multiple fixtures by holding the Group button down as I am doing now, and simultaneously select fixtures that you want to assign these settings to. To confirm, press the Record Enter button. The display temporarily reads good and your settings have been stored. To escape, press the Escape button twice. To record a moving light scene, press and hold the Record button for 3 seconds so the green LED illuminates. Next, select the Scene button that you want to store your first scene to. We'll select Scene button number 1. Select the fixture or fixtures that you want included into your first scene. You can select them one at a time. However, the one that has the flashing LED indicates that it is the only one that is active. If you want to select more than one fixture at a time, you can hold the Group button down and simultaneously select the fixture buttons that you want included as your first scene. Next, use the faders and the joystick to set your scene. We'll use the Channel Page button to select the bank that we want active, either 1 through 8 or 9 through 16. When the LED is on, it indicates that bank 9 through 16 is active. We'll use the joystick to adjust the position and the faders to set the gobos and colors that we want for our first scene. To store this as a scene, we'll press the record button one time. All LEDs will flash indicating that scene number 1 has been recorded. We'll select scene number 2, adjust our position, change the color, and press the record button to store this as our second scene. I'll now select scene button number 3 to record one final scene. I'll adjust the position, go, color, and store that as my last scene. To exit, press the escape button one time. To playback moving light scenes, simply press the button that has the green LED illuminated over it. For buttons that do not have the LEDs lit up above them, that indicates that they are empty. So we'll select scene number 2, and whatever was recorded there will begin to play back immediately. Scene 1, scene 3. If you have scenes on other pages, you can use the up-down buttons to scroll through other pages. As you can see, none of these pages have any scenes recorded on them, therefore no LEDs illuminate until we get back to page number 1, which contains our 3 scenes. To record a moving light chase, press and hold the record button for 3 seconds so the green LED illuminates. Next, select one of the 8 chase buttons that you want to store your chase to. Select the scene that you want as number 1 step for this chase. Use the speed fader to set the hold time anywhere between 0.5 of a second to 10 minutes. Refer to the LCD for an accurate time reading. Press the record enter button to save this as your first step. Select the next scene that you want as your second step in the current chase. Once again, use your speed fader to adjust your hold time and refer to the display for an accurate time reading. If you wish to incorporate a fade time, you can do so by using the fade fader and once again referring to the LCD for an accurate time reading. The fade will give us a smoother transition between steps. To save it, press the record enter button. I will select our last chase step, which is scene number 3, adjust the hold time with the speed fader, adjust the fade time with the fade fader, and press the record enter button to store it. When you've completed your chase, press the escape button twice to exit.